Hi, this is Russell Rhodes with Berkshire Hathaway Realty, and today I want to address a topic that comes up quite often when I go on listing appointments, and that is, should I have an inspection done prior to putting my home on the market? And what I suggest to my clients is that if we have a concern with the foundation, typically I would suggest that we do have it looked at ahead of time, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that we control, one, who is the structural engineer that's coming in. Is it someone that's also tied to a foundation company, so it's like the fox guarding the hen house? Or is it a totally independent structural engineer that will really help us assess if we've got a challenge? And if we do, what is the least expensive way for us to address that while we're not under the scrutiny of the buyer? The other thing that I suggest we have looked at is the HVAC. And the reason is because, especially if your HVAC is 7-8 years old, you're going to want to let your HVAC company know that you're looking at selling your home, that you're wanting to make sure that it's going to pass the inspection when the home inspector comes. And so what they do at HVAC company, they actually put a thermostat where the air comes into your room, and then on the outtake, sucking it back in, and there has to be a certain temperature differential. Your HVAC technician will know exactly what kind of tests they do, and you're going to want to make sure that you have that looked at ahead of time and that it passes, especially if it's an older unit, because what you don't want to do is draw attention to, oh my gosh, they've got a buyer saying, I've got an older unit, it's going to cost $7,000 or $8,000 to replace it. You don't even want the buyer to go down that path. So I always suggest that you also have your unit looked at, especially if it's a little bit older unit. As far as a normal home inspector, I would encourage you not to get a regular home inspector, because if you do, you have to disclose everything that you find on that report in your seller's disclosure, and or provide a copy of that home inspection. So, and normally a home inspector, let's say they find 15, 20, 25 items typically, and usually a buyer is only going to ask you to fix maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. However, what I have found is anytime we had a previous inspection report that we provided, it was almost like the buyer always wanted you to fix all of those, and then their home inspector would come along, and I promise you, I could send in 5 home inspectors to your house, and they will all find something different. So now what's going to happen is the buyer's home inspector is going to come in, and they're going to have a whole new list of items that the buyer is going to want you to fix. So I'd like to do a quick summary. First of all, please call me prior to having any inspections done, and let's talk about it. And I will help you take you down this path, because once we find something out, we can't take away what we've learned, and you have to disclose anything that you know, you have to disclose it. So please call me first, we'll walk through it. If there are any issues, usually it's the home inspection, it's probably an HVAC, and any of the other items, but please, even before doing that, please call me first. Let's talk through it, and let's develop a strategy, a plan of attack, and hope you have a great day. Look forward to hearing from you if I can be of any assistance. Thank you.